and we thank you for your presence here. Mr. Superintendent, do we have any presentation or public comments? Okay. I'd like to kindly ask that we review the agenda items to give each of us an opportunity to ask questions and make comments if there be any. We, we will need an executive session to discuss personnel and litigation. Right, Superintendent? All right. Board members, do you have questions or comments about the agenda? Any? Agenda items 1AB, minutes of public hearings held on June 3rd, 2025, and regular board meeting held on June 9th, 2025. Items 2, 3, and items 4, 8 through D, and item 5. Any committee reports? Okay. Oh. Board members, please add the item identified to your agenda, because I believe each of us have received it by way of email, as the superintendent mentioned, and we have in our hands a copy of it as well, and we've had time to peruse it. Okay? So, and board items, discussion amended to include superintendent's evaluation in the executive session and the board's self-evaluation. I see that our chair is now here. Let me hasten to turn the meeting over into the hands of the chair, Mrs. Poole. Thank you kindly for your listening.
Okay, Superintendent, are you ready for your report?
Yes, ma'am. If there are no comments from the board on the agenda items, I'm ready. All right, that should be 26, not 27. Our report, we will talk about our strategic plan update, the strategic planning process, our policy revision update, celebrations and announcements, and then executive session for personnel and possibly litigation. Of course, our vision of the Dougherty County school system is that we're a destination school system that, in collaboration with families and community stakeholders, provides quality educational and social development experiences that empower its graduates to be successful and impactful contributors to society. Our mission is to meet the academic and non-academic needs of our students with rigorous and relevant educational experiences that equip them to succeed in life. And our 5 strategic priority areas include early literacy, academic rigor and relevance, social and emotional wellness, investment in human capital, and family and community engagement. And as we have done the last several meetings, give you an update on the strategic planning process and our anticipated timeline. Dr. Finley gave you an update through the last board meeting, I think it was June 9th, and he's continued to work on that process with our other people assigned to that responsibility. And so what we have planned beginning today through July 1 is a priority owners meeting. Each of the priority areas that we are anticipating for the strategic plan have an owner. Each has an owner, rather. And Dr. Finley is working with them, meeting with them to look at the measurable goals and initiatives that support each of those priority areas. He'll be doing that today through July 1. Then each priority has committee, so the priority owners will chair the policy committee members, committee meetings rather. So each priority has a committee assigned, and they'll be meeting from June 30th through July 11th to refine those priorities, as well as the initiatives and the strategic measurable goals that support each of those priorities. Then we have a steering committee that has yet to be, that date has yet to be determined, and we anticipate having the new strategic plan to the board for adoption by July 24th. Any questions? Dr. Finley, did I mess that up too bad, or did I get it almost right? Okay, all right. Again, Dr. Finley is working with our policy revisions. You know, we've been working on the policy revision process for quite some time. We got sidetracked on that. But we have one thing we did not put in here, that we have contracted with Georgia School Board Association Policy Division to help us with the revision of the policies. They have policy services, policy support services, and they're engaged. We engage with them. They won't be able to engage with us until, in earnest, until I think August. I think they said Dr. Finley correct. But Dr. Finley has started that process internally. We've already formed a district policy committee. Dr. Finley has created a policy tracker, so the changes will be tracked. We'll know what the status is for each policy that we have. And you know, we have a lot of policies. So he's developed that. And we've, just like we have strategic priority owners, we have policy owners. So like, for instance, Ms. Hatcher, and I think Ms. Thompson, Sharonda Thompson, they're the policy owners for the ones dealing with finance. Ms. Allison is the policy owner for the ones dealing with personnel and HR, so on and so forth. So he's already identified those and met with them. He's developed the forms to track the changes for the policies that are being created. And we have, and I say we, I use the term we loosely, he and Miss Herring worked together to develop, I just included me and the we, but really they developed a process efficiency tool using AI to put a policy in AI and put some prompts in. And so that's going to really help the policy committees be more efficient in terms of their review and analysis of our policies. And he showed it to me. I gave him a little feedback, a few tweaks that we agreed to, and then he went back with Ms. Herring. She made the adjustments and looked at it again, and I think we're going to be in pretty good shape. And the process won't be as long as it has been in the past. It's going to be very efficient. So I really applaud them on that, the use of innovative tools that we have available to us. Yes, Dr. Han. It's not ISO. ISO is our process management, but this is just our overarching board policies. And then we take our board policies, and then we have procedures that support the board policies, and then we apply ISO for those procedures. Yes, ma'am. So those are the things that we have already done. The next steps include training on the AI tool. So Dr. Finley has, I think that's scheduled for next week, if I'm not mistaken. And then he's going to be training the policy owners on how to use the tool. And I could do it, so it's not too hard. So training shouldn't take too long. Development of our critical priority, critical and priority policies, like for instance, maybe the cell phone policy. If the board, although the state doesn't require it to be implemented until July 26th, I think I've heard from the board that we may want it in place by next school year. So those critical or priority policies, we get those developed first. And if you have any feedback on the ones other than that one that we need to look at, we'll get those addressed first, take those to the board for adoption before the beginning of the school year. We're looking at by the July 24th meeting, perhaps. And then after those critical policies are done, we'll look at revising the policies by section. So each section has a policy owner, and they'll review those policy revisions by committee, and then they'll submit to the board for the first reading. And then at the meeting after they're first presented, they will present it to the board for adoption. And the entire manual won't come at the same time. We will try to submit them a section at a time, which will be a lot of reading. But that's why we're going to give it to you one meeting, and then give you a reading opportunity for feedback, and then for adoption at the next meeting. All right. So I think I got that process almost right. Any questions about that process? Mm-hmm. If not, then we just move, because we anticipate maybe a lengthy executive session. So we'll go to celebrations and announcements. We had two educators from DCSS selected for a Georgia Council of Social Studies Summer Learning Institute. It's a competitive professional learning program for K through 12 social studies teachers. And we have Ms. Mitchell, who's a second grade teacher at Turner Elementary School, and Mr. Grant, who's a fifth grade teacher at Sherwood Acres Elementary School, were chosen for the 2025 cohort for that prestigious institute. So congratulations to them. And we had, and then we have a Dougherty student. I think I mentioned to you that we had Dougherty students that were competing on the national stage. Ms. Kelsey Salter, and I should have bold that number one. So I'm going to change that before we put it in the minutes. But Kelsey Salter is the number one student in the nation, number one student in the 9th grade social studies for national basis. Social studies, Mrs. Social studies. And it was announced at the National Beta Club Convention this past weekend. She previously won first place in both the visual arts and the social studies category for the state Beta Club convention. So congratulations. Yes, ma'am, with to be there. Yes, ma'am, with to be there. And so congratulations to her and with that for that. And then finally, the summer graduation has been set for 3 p.m. Sunday, August 3rd, 2025 at the Municipal Auditorium. So these are the students that didn't quite get to the mark in the spring, but we are certainly going to celebrate them just as well as we celebrated our students who graduated in May. August 3rd, Sunday, August 3rd at 3 p.m. Oh, at the Municipal Auditorium. And we'll send you an email to confirm. I just wanted to make sure we just firmed that date up this week, and I wanted to make sure I got that to you early. But we'll be sending you an email out and a meeting invitation out probably by tomorrow if I know Ms. Sanders. It'll probably come out to you very quickly. And that's all I have, Madam Chair. And I if the board sees fit, we can enter into an executive session to discuss personnel and litigation. And I do anticipate some action after the executive session. So if possible, we can have it before we convene the official meeting.
Do I have a motion for litigation and personnel?
A motion to go into executive session for litigation.
Second that motion. All in favor? All opposed? Okay, we are now in executive session. to our Dougherty County Board meeting. We will please silence your phone and stand for a moment of silence and the pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Again, welcome to the regular board meeting. I will call this meeting to order. Got that part done. Mr. Superintendent, do we have any public comments or presentations?
No, ma'am.
Okay, do we have any motion to adopt the agenda, which includes 2A, personnel addendum, and 4D, the Westover fundraiser?
So moved.
Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? The agenda has been, motion has been adopted. Do we have any changes to the minutes of the public hearing held on June 3rd and the board meeting on June 9th? If not, can I get a motion to approve the minutes?
So moved.
I second.
It's been properly moved and second to approve the minutes. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Okay. Enter a motion for approval consent agenda, which includes items 2 through 4D, including the personnel addendum and item 2A. Can I get a motion?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
The motion passes, the consent agenda is approved. Do we have any announcements or comments from the superintendent or any board members?
No, ma'am, just as a reminder, as Ms. Hutley mentioned with the adopted agenda amendment, the board evaluation, self-evaluation is a process we do annually, and that form has been developed and will be disseminated to you for completion, and the instruction will be included in that.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Do we have any other business to address?
Madam Chairperson, Ms.
Yes,
Superintendent,
Dr.
one thing. Mrs. Hudley and I was still inquiring about the marquees with all these fabulous students that are doing such an outstanding job.
We've signed a contract with the Lamar Advertising, and so you'll be seeing those. I think have we already started? Yeah, they're in rotation right now, so we'll certainly add those. What we'll do is we'll give you the locations. We have 4 of them. We'll give you the locations throughout the city, and what we can do also, JD, the ones that we submit for advertising, let me know. Copy Ms. Rhonda, and we let the board know the ones that we put in rotation. Okay, all right.
My question is, how far in the city?
We'll get you the I don't know the location off the top of my head. But I'm sorry.
But besides within the city, are we gonna have any like on maybe out in 82, somewhere so people will know who we are?
Yeah, I don't know what the locations are, but we'll let you know what the locations are, and if we think we need more coverage, we can certainly get more coverage.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
Okay. If anything else, can I get a motion to adjourn this meeting?
So moved.
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Thank you. Meeting is adjourned. Thank you.